Today I fucked up by loudly yelling "that's what she said" while in line for security for my flight. This literally just happened. I am on the plane now just cringing because it keeps replaying in my head. The TSA agent needed the line to push together and move forward. However, when yelling instructions he literally said, "Please push it in as far as you can." How are you gonna say that to a large group of people and not expect someone to say something? Well, today I am someone. Without even thinking, not even a moment's hesitation, I loudly blurted out, "That's what she said," back to him. I immediately regretted it. When I tell you not a single person laughed. When I tell you so many heads turned and looked at me utterly appalled. Man. I am just so glad I never have to see these people again and can leave this moment in this state never to be thought about again. SMH. Too long did not read. TSA agent set me up perfectly. I responded with a, "That's what she said," and apparently horrified the other passengers and earned not a one laugh. Edit. Wow, my plane just landed and I am having the best time reading all your comments. I didn't expect anything when I posted it. I was just dying inside and needed it off my chest, but man, this is awesome. We are all now all BFFs and I love you. Also, there were a couple people who seemed to think I am a man. Making an inappropriate joke. Come on now, read my bio. People go through my history, there's pics of me there if you look. I am a 22-year-old very petite girl and I promise you no one was worried about me being a threat or a pervert lol. But there's apparently a special place in hell for me because someone inferred that I am a heckler for this joke. My question to that is, then wouldn't I be going to heck instead? Edit 2. Okay, so a frequently asked question is who was I flying with, and this is the key to the problem of what happened. I was alone. Usually my mom, dad, and/or fiancé are flying with me. I don't fly much to begin with. Any diehard fan of The Office knows how great a well-timed, "That's what she said" joke is, and my whole family is diehard Office fans. Diehard lol. So usually I would turn to them and say it just to them. But they weren't there when the reflex came, and I guess my brain solution was just to say it loud enough for everyone to hear it instead. Final edit. I think, to those of you telling me to grow up, no. You go heal your inner child so that you can laugh at childish small things and the mistakes of others without being offended. I admit I made a foo, but no one was hurt, the joke didn't land, and that was it. You are the problem if you are offended. And finally, I am not implying females can't be perverts. I said in a comment but need to say it here too, they absolutely can be. Many women are, and I detest them with every fiber of my being. I am very sensitive to this topic as again you can see in my history my experience as a crime victim. I take it very seriously. Please stop messaging me or commenting asking why I am defending girl pervs. I am not one, and do not like the implication that I am. But 99% of you guys are cool as fuck and again, I love you all. You got the full Michael Scott treatment. You must not fly often. Airports are not well known for having healthy senses of humor. Not gonna lie, I'd laugh my ass off lol. Well, you left me satisfied and smiling. I definitely woulda backed you up on that one, pal. I just cringed so hard for you that I almost turned inside out. Today I fucked up by ordering an escort for the first time. I had recently gone on a trip alone for the first time and I figured fuck it, let me order an escort. One of my family members told me he used to do it in his partying days and I was in a YOLO mood. After getting past what seemed to be a few scam escorts asking for payment before meeting or any calls, I stumbled across a page showing availability for late night. First I wait outside for her to show up cause the hotel is locked after a certain time and you need a key. I see a car pull into the entrance of the hotel but go to the parking area and what seemed to be two people in the car. Passenger was a dark-haired girl on the app who I had contacted was blonde. I end up texting her after I seen that car pulled in and she goes I'm 6 minutes away. As I'm waiting I see that one chick in the car go into the hotel. Looks nothing like the girl I reached out to so I figure it's just a guest. Next I get a text, I actually got into your hotel, you can up to your room, I'm outside the door. I'm confused as hell and like please don't be that one chick so I go upstairs and lo and behold it's a completely different girl and is the one who was in the car and when I say come legally different I mean completely different. I'm just looking at her and she looks at me and I had no clue what to do so I just let her in. I'm pretty good at talking to people so I just make small talk and explain this is my first time ever doing something like this. She tells me I pay before we do anything so I pay and sign a form and she then says that this session is strictly for a massage only. Me having never done this before was pretty confused and was like we aren't gonna hook up? She simply said she only offers massages and could jerk me off for $300. I already paid for $200 for the hour and was like, fuck that. I made her massage me for an hour and just let her leave when she was done. I should have asked her what the service included before I had her drive her over, which was the first fuck up. Should have turned her away when she was a completely different girl. Lastly, shouldn't have paid her until I knew what was going on. Had I known I was only getting a message, I would have just gave her gas money and told her dip. I was so nervous to have even reached out to do something like that, and I will make sure to never make the same mistakes again, hopefully, but I am laughing at myself and not to but hurt over it. Too long did not read. I ordered an escort and it ended up being a completely different girl. Didn't screen the type of service I was getting and ended up paying $200 for a shitty-ass 1-hour massage. One time I paid $400 for a lackadaisical handjob in New Orleans and she talked the whole time. 100% you could have fucked a stripper in a VIP room for the same price. $300 for jerking off? I have wasted a fortune during my teenager years. $300 for jerking off? Now that's business. I might regret posting this on my regular account. But just go to rubmaps.ch. Yes. Read the forums, follow the instructions. Read comments. I have said enough, I think. Basically for around $200 you'll get everything. What puts me off from the whole escort, VIP room sex, is that with my luck it'll be a sting operation. Today I fucked up by not preparing. I am 18. A little context: sometimes I eat in my room because I'm busy doing something, but I come upstairs to get the food, but 1/10 times my mom would bring it down for me because I'd forget to come up. Promise I am not a gremlin who lives in the dark. Today was a fine day for little ol' me. Been reviewing for a test I have coming up for Monday for a while and I decide to take a little break. I commence my ritual and start to scour the hub for something good. Find something I like and I commence my ritual. I usually make sure that there is no reason anyone would come into my room beforehand. But at this time the sunlight outside is starting to dim, the light in my room is kinda moody, sitting back in my chair all comfortable. The house is all quiet and people are out, perfect mood for me. Absolutely marvelous. I am too in the mood for scouting. I reach the point of no return, and those who know the point of no return, know that it is practically impossible to recover from it. Then my worst fear happens. I hear 2 footsteps outside my door. Then I bust. The door opens. My pants are all the way down, I am butt-ass naked. My mother is standing there in the doorway holding a bag of Burger King and a drink. She stands there for a second, I'm assuming trying to gather what to do. At this point, I am screaming internally. I cannot believe this is happening. I did not prepare for this because I thought this would never happen. Now you'd expect her to walk out the door, right? But no. She walks up to my desk. Puts the food down and I don't even have enough time to close the sauce. I flick my monitor away from her with my kids in hand. I try to pull my pants back up quick. She walks out, then closes the door. She never closes the goddamn door. I cannot look at her for the next day or two. TLDR. Got in the mood to watch something spicy. Mom walks in on me. Walks up to me. Edit. For context, I'm in the basement and it's like a sectioned off room, so I don't have a traditional door I can lock. It's like one of those shitty closet looking doors that I've got. Promise I am not a gremlin who lives in the dark. Things only goblins who live in the dark say. Your mom handled that like a fucking pro. She knows it's a natural part of life and didn't make a fuss. Just went about doing what she said about to do. She deserves a medal. I hear 2 footsteps outside my door. Then I bust. This made me laugh, thanks. Promise I'm not a goblin who lives in the dark. Sounds like something a goblin who lives in the dark would say. Curious. She asserted her dominance by dropping that Whopper on you. Burger King is so fucking good, man. Now I want Burger King.